want to give lots of ideas so that people can
we are
find
so
broccoli.
late.
You can write these ideas in the step 3 column of the reverse
We
brainstorming
are late
worksheet.
in our meeting.
Yeah, I'm
Can
gonna
find it.
update Chris.
Okay.
Chris, we've
There you go.
introduced a technique called reverse brainstorming. And it means instead of just brainstorming and coming up with ideas of how to do something, reverse brainstorming is the opposite. So the example is if you want to find the broccoli in the grocery store, the opposite challenge is have people have trouble finding the broccoli. At all costs, don't let them find the broccoli in the grocery store. So we're coming up with ideas of how not to find the broccoli in the grocery store.
Okay.
And we're on the worksheet doing that activity right now.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
What number are we on?
This is page 8.3.
I know, but what question number?
Oh, we're on question number, we're still on question number 2.
Item number 2, write the opposite of the challenge.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes it's easier and faster to think in a negative way. As you'll see in a moment, reverse brainstorming takes advantage of negative thinking. The next step is to take our negative ideas and reverse them to positive statements. Look at the first item on the list. The first item on the list, I guess you guys have ideas that support the opposite challenge. How can we change this into a positive idea where you make it easier for someone to find the broccoli?
Make signs pointing to it.
That's good.
Go towards the broccoli aisle.
Okay.
Tell them where it's at.
You can tell them where it's at.
Yeah.
Tell them, don't hide the broccoli.
I put hide it for the opposite.
Yeah, for the opposite. My example is always put it in the ice cream section.
That's in the meat section.
Yeah.
Okay. If the owner of the store is having a hard time helping customers find broccoli, a SMART goal could be used to help address this challenge. Reverse brainstorming activity.
Okay, I'm reader 2. Take over. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. In a minute, we'll give you a chance to try this method in the group. Our group will choose a challenge to work on using reverse brainstorming. This could be something that one of you is experiencing now, or something you just make up. Afterwards, our group will share together what we came up with, so we'll need to pick a spokesperson. Probably all of us will go share. Challenges that aren't behavior-based, like symptoms of a mental health condition or medication side effects, may have limited reverse brainstorming success. So you may want to work on a challenge that is more behaviorally based. Some examples might be eating better, exercising more, or making a new friend. Okay, we're going to come up with ways to make our challenge fail. But we have to come up with a challenge. Are there any ideas?
Playing basketball.
Okay, you want to get good at basketball, or you want to play basketball every day?
Play basketball every day.
Okay, what's the opposite challenge?
Don't bring the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some other things that would keep you from playing basketball every day?
Not enough exercise?
Don't get exercise. Don't go outside the door.
Yeah.
What else?
Unable to shoot the ball.
Anybody else have any ideas on this one?
And then when you shoot the ball, that's good. If you don't have a ball, you can't shoot it.
Yeah.
I can think of one. Take down the hoop.
Take down who? Yes, go.
Guess you can refuse to practice. Watch TV instead.
Okay, now let's turn it around. What would you do if you wanted to play basketball every day and get good at it?
Set a schedule.
Join a team. Set a schedule.
Bring a ball, right, Chris?
Bring a ball. Yeah.
Make sure the hoop is up.
Find a park to go near for a hoop too.
Go to a park.
Yes.
That's good.
I think you have the idea. We have time to do another one. We've time for everybody to do one, actually. We've got lots of time. Anybody else want to bring one up?
Well, mine is eating healthy. So my plan is, my positive would be, or I plan to eat healthy. And then I guess the opposite, I plan not to eat healthy. How do I plan not to eat healthy? By eating cake and ice cream,
By junk food.
cookies, yeah, eating junk food.
Funniest thing is, for me, when I did my challenge and my opposite challenge, the ideas that support the opposite challenge are everything that I'm doing right now. You know, so it's easy for me to put down what the opposite challenge is. You know, 'cause
Okay.
mine is reading my devotional daily. And my opposite challenge is not reading my devotional daily. And my ideas that support the opposite challenge are leave the house without the book, forget to read, be too busy to read. You know? And those are the things that are catching me. I am. And then the things, but this is where it's positive. Things where it's positive is the reverse opposite ideas are set a timer. Put the book in an obvious place near my reading glasses. So that's positive because those are things that I haven't thought about doing until I just wrote them down.
There you go. You've got the idea. That's how this works. That's how this works. Any other ideas along that challenge to make it work? Kevin, do you have one?
I could probably think of just my own goal and going out and then not going out, which I'm doing, as far as, not going out, and, I'm doing other things, so I guess, yeah, like, that would be like distracting myself, so, yeah, if the opposite challenge is to not go out. To do that would be not go out, which I'm doing, and why I'm doing that is because I occupy myself with other things. So I guess if that supports it, I guess the challenge to support going out would be to not distract myself.
Well, you could set a time every day that you're going to go out. Like at 9 a.m., put it on a schedule. At 9 a.m. to 9:30, I will walk. Every day. And then at 9 a.m., put on your tennis shoes and walk out the door. 9:30, plan a walk back home. Those are some things to make it a positive.
Yeah.
I have an easy example. I think all of you have it, but we have a little more time to work on this. My example is how to not get a job. Suppose you want to get a job. What's up is a challenge.
On a fly?
Now do everything you can to not get a job.
Do everything you can to not get a job.
Yeah, what are some things you would not do if you weren't going to get a job?
She is correct, not apply. And then laugh through the interview.
Well, what about the resume? Don't send it.
No cover letter, no resume.
Yeah.
Or send a resume, but forget to put your name.
Watch TV. Watch TV, eat potato chips.
Yeah. Don't answer the call. Messages. Don't answer your messages.
Or have one of those weird messages like my son used to have, where you pretend to answer and you make them feel like a fool when they find out that you really didn't pick up. You were just an answering machine.
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
You're just talking away.
Yeah. And then you find out that he really didn't answer.
Okay, finally, just to be clear, we aren't encouraging negative thinking. We are using it as a tool to provide solutions to a challenge. So to finish the job one, we listed all the things not to do. What would you do if you were serious about job hunting?
Get dressed up and go out to the businesses and hand in resumes and fill out applications.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Fill out applications, definitely.
Definitely.
Leave messages, answer messages,
Have a thorough resume.
get references. Chris, do you have an idea?
Go to job site shows,
Oh, job fairs. That's
job
a good one.
fairs.
Yeah.
You could even use the unemployment office or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Work source.
Yeah.
Source. I don't know what they call them down here.
I want to say EDP, but I don't know if that's right.
It used to be the EDD, wasn't it?
EDD, yeah, that's it. EDP is
Yeah.
food stamps, I think. EDD, yeah. Employment Development Department.
Department.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it still that?
It is still do
I
you
think
use?
so, yeah. Okay, Havanya, you wanna?
Okay, NAMI peer-to-peer topics. We've
Are we
covered
done
all-
with this one? Are we done with the reverse brainstorming, everybody?
Yeah.
Got it? Okay, Havanya's gonna change topics now.
Okay, NAMI peer-to-peer topics. We've covered a lot of topics during our time together in this course. Turn to worksheet 2, NAMI peer-to-peer topics. Looking at this page are the topics that stand out as being personally important. Are there topics that stand out as being personally important? Circle those. So circle those topics that you feel are personally important.
That we've done during our class here.
Okay, if there are topics that you want to spend more time learning about, put a star next to those. Okay, would anyone like to share what they chose?
I chose the breathing things. Like, I found them to be the most useful, guided imagery and breathing with words.
Okay.
And then I actually like this reverse brainstorming. I know it's probably the freshest idea, but it's something that clearly I could understand.
Good.
I put.
Vision statements?
Did anyone else want to share what they picked on the topics that we've covered?
No.
They heard Chris.
Go ahead.
Oh, I put physical health wellness. Cause I
Oh,
like
okay.
how got myself together each class to like my goals that I had every week. It was cool, and it helped me like mentally, and I want to work on the progressive relaxation.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
I mean, I like the vision statements. I don't think I was there for that class, but it was enjoyable because it creates the goal to it's like the base to move forward. So I like that.
Okay. Carla, did you not like anything?
Did I pick a favorite?
Yeah.
I like guest speaker day.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that was very nice.
I
Sorry
also
to
like
interrupt.
treatment options.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I liked guest speaker too. Sorry. I didn't
It's okay.
see that.
Okay, so I just want to encourage everyone to keep exploring these ideas after the course is over. There are additional general resources sections in your workbook. You can find general resources in regards to topics. Okay, next we're going to vision statement. In a moment, we'll revisit our personal vision statements to see how we relate to them now. Before we do, let's review the definition of a vision statement. Turn to worksheet 3, vision statements.
It's on the back of worksheet 2.
If I can have a volunteer read it aloud. Vision statements, worksheet 3.
I will.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A vision statement inspires and guides us as we decide what we want out of life, what gives us meaning, and how we define our purpose. It explains what is most important to us. It's positive. It focuses on things that make my life feel worthwhile. Pleasure. This is different for different people. We may need to experience to find out what experiences and activities we enjoy. Accomplishment. We feel good when we complete a challenge, learn a new skill, make something or reach a goal. Personal values. Each person has some rules or guiding principles that describes what a good person does and doesn't do. These may come from our family, our own experiences, culture, or our own spiritual beliefs. It's unique to me. It's usually 1 or 2 sentences long. Vision statement examples. It's important to me to help other people. I see myself working in a job where I make a difference in other people's lives. I value being in shape and would like to be able to run in a 5K race. I love building things because of the sense of accomplishment I get when my projects are done. I dream of building a treehouse for my kids. I enjoy animals because being around them lifts my mood. I would really like to adopt a pet.
Thank you for reading that, Dallas. Okay, so now we turn all the way back to class 1, worksheet, your vision worksheet. Take a moment to reread what you wrote. Okay, notice if any part of your vision has changed since class 1. Would you like to add more detail? Pare it down to be more focused? Change it completely or leave it the same? I think I'll leave mine the same.
Yeah, I like mine from back years ago. 2018, I wrote mine and I still like it.
I like mine.
You like yours?
Yes.
Okay.
I like mine.
You like yours too? Well, what about you, Dallas? You like yours?
Not totally. I'm going to change it a little.
You want to change it a little? Okay. Notice if you have accomplished any part of your vision, there's no right answer. It will be different for each of us. Now turn back to worksheet 4, to today's worksheet number 4. Your vision worksheet. We'll go through the visioning process a second time. As you fill out the worksheet, notice if you decide to change your vision in any way. If you like, you can use your original vision as a guide. It's your choice. It'll take about 5 minutes for this.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What did you say?
I'm going to worksheet 4.
On worksheet 4.
And we're going through the visioning process a second time.
And that's where you can make changes if you have changes to make.
Just fill out the worksheet. And if you have changes, you can make changes. And you can use your original vision as a guide if you want. finished?
Yep.
Okay. Would anyone like to share their vision statement? Tell us what you noticed about doing it a second time.
Mine is basically the same, even though it was divided.
What was it the first time?
The first time, it's just a little bit different wording, but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Even though it's divided a little bit differently, it seems like, it still comes out the same. Kind of.
Okay. So you didn't really have a change.
Yeah, did you want me to share it?
If you like, it's up to you.
I believe in helping others. It gives me purpose and helps build my character. It makes me feel like I accomplished something.
That's good. Kevin, Chris, you guys have anything?
I'm still kind of working on if I'm going to be able to kind of come up with a new statement on this sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time. What about you, Chris?
We've got lots
Would
of
you-
time
would-
today
would-
because after the break we're not going to do that much. We're going to do a little bit of goal setting and
Did you want me to read it?
what now, Chris?
Did you want me to read the number 1 we have to write down? 2, 3,
If you
4.
want to.
Oh,
If
okay.
you
I'll do it. I'll do it.
want to. Okay.
Number 1, what do you love to do? Practice basketball. What gives you pleasure? Playing basketball. Why is psychological?
Okay.
What makes me feel like you have accomplished something or like you have done something worthwhile? It's in my daily goal to try to practice basketball and to practice and why to practice. What values define a good life or a good person for you? To stand tall and be aware why it's good for you. Put these ideas throughout my ideas throughout all the thoughts and vision statements. Through it all, it's all is well with fitness. I put.
No, what? Say that again.
I put all is well with fitness. I put.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing, Chris.
You're welcome.
I have something now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, simply put, I mean, I guess it's, yeah, my new vision statement is I would like to be healthy, productive, in ways of working out, art, and music to grow and heal. Which I guess is a little different from my last one, which is just focusing on my body. I guess I'm getting more room for like my other hobbies.
So you're changing.
I mean, I guess I already do art, so that's why I think I didn't put it in the last vision statement. I do it so much, and I'm kind of getting into music. I don't know too much about music though. I don't know if I will fully get into music, but I might. But it seems to help.
Sounds great. It's normal for a vision to change over time. This will be true for some and not for others. It can be helpful to revisit our visions when planning future goals. You may find it interesting to know that NAMI peer-to-peer is also built around a vision. NAMI's vision is that This peer-led course offers information, skills, resources, and a community of support for people with mental health conditions. We want participants to focus on recovery in an environment of respect, understanding, encouragement, and hope. As the program was being developed, this vision statement was the foundation used to make decisions on what would be included in the course and what would not. We kept the developers on task with the ultimate goal, our vision of the program, to offer information, skills, resources, and a community of support. As with this course, the vision can help us stay on track with our personal goals. It connects us to our values and the things that make us feel fulfilled. That way, we are more likely to make choices that are in line with what we want. Okay, any questions? We have a break coming up.
Okay, Chris, Kevin, I'd like you to check your email. And Chris, I'm going to email you your certificate completion during the break. And
Okay.
after the break, you and your mom can check it and make sure it's there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go on break for 15 minutes, and we'll be back about 4:05 or 4:10. No
Okay.
hurry today.
14
And
something.
let's give ourselves an extra amount of time.
I checked my email and I have the certificate.
You do
Wow.
have it, okay, good.
Great.
I'm gonna send Chris's now.
Break time.
Okay, Charlie, put on mute.
Can you read me?
Okay.
15 minutes.